Here we have a very interesting square root simplification. Let's try. If you want to solve it, pause the video and let me know your answer in the comment section. So we have two square roots here. To remove the square roots, first if we can write these two numbers in terms of a plus minus b whole square, then this whole square can remove the square root, because square root means a is raised to the power of 1 upon 2. When we square it, the exponent is also multiplied by 2. So square root of a square equals to a. This also means that we can write a as square root of a square. Now keeping this in mind, let's solve it. So there is first square root and then the second square root. This is called nested radical. 28 minus 16, we can write it as 2 times 8 then times square root of 3, or 2 times again 8, we can write it as square root of 8 square using this principle, then times square root of 3. Now square root of a times square root of b, this we can write it as a times b under square root. So this here we can write 28 minus 2 times 8 times 8 times 3 under square root, then all under square root and square root. Again 28 minus 2 times, here 8 we can break down it as 2 times 4, then times 8, then times 3. Now if we multiply, 4 times 3 equals to 12 and 2 times 8 equals to 16. So we can write it as 12 times 16, and 28 we can write it as 12 plus 16 or 16 plus 12, whatever you like. So we write 16 plus 12 to make it simple, then minus 2 times square root of 16 times square root of 12, because if a times b under square root, this also can be written as square root of a times square root of b, then all under square root. Now 16 we can write it as square root of 16 square plus 12 as square root of 12 square minus 2 times square root of 16 times square root of 12 under square root. Now this is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. If square root of 16 is a and square root of 12 is b, so this we can write a minus b whole square. So let's write it as square root of 16 minus square root of 12 whole square under square root, then under square root. Now with this square we can remove this square root. Now we have square root of 16 minus square root of 12 under square root. Now square root of 16 is 4 minus square root of 12, we can write 2 times 2 times 3 under square root, or 4 minus this we can write square root of 2 square times square root of 3. Remove the square root with this square. So it is 4 minus 2 times square root of 3 under square root. Now again 4 we can write it as 3 plus 1, then minus 2 times square root of 3, and we can write times 1, no difference, under square root. Now 3 we can write it as square root of 3 square plus 1 square minus 2 times square root of 3 times 1 under square root. Again this is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is equal to a minus b whole square. So we write it as square root of 3 minus 1 whole square under square root. Now let's remove the square root with this square. So this is equal to square root of 3 minus 1. You can put the value of square root of 3 and then find the value, or you can leave it here. How did you solve it? Let me know in the comment section. This is equal to square root of 3 minus 1. Thanks for watching.